Hey everybody, it's Jen from JenPlans, and I have the new Softbound LifePlanners from Erin Condren. Thank you to Team EC for sending these to me to check out. They're very similar in terms of the way they feel to the new Focused Planner collection. They're all softbound, which means they're very flexible. They have like these super flexible covers, and then they also lay flat. It's not like a sewn, well, maybe it is sewn all the way on the inside binding. And then of course they have these little ribbons that you can use to kind of mark pages, but they're really super flexible. They're the same size as the Focused Planners. So this one, they're all weekly. This one's horizontal, this one's hourly. This little one is horizontal. I have another video that goes through these in more detail that I linked in the description if you want to see the Focused Planners. They're just a little bit more neutral. But they're the same size, the small one and the large one, as the Focused Planner. You can kind of see. So those I will put to the side, but just wanted to show you the size comparison. And then if you're familiar with the softbound notebooks, this is a little bit bigger than the softbound notebook. So I'll show you just as a comparison. This is from the Focused collection also. But they're a little bit wider. If I line it up like exactly, they're a little bit wider and just a hair taller and definitely thicker. So the size is a little bit different between these two. I think the old smaller planners, like the hardbound, used to be this size, but they've gone up a little bit in size to give you a little bit more room, which is great. So I'll walk you through each of these. We'll do the small one first. So this is the softbound. It is the horizontal layout, and because it's not coiled, they did just a 2020. So you'll be able to, you probably won't be able to get, I don't think they make these through the end of 2019. So if you order, it'll take you all the way through 2020. Of course, you have like your name page, the kaleidoscope detail, and then you get an overview of the year at a glance. I love using this. I put little the little transparent dots on these, and I use these for like my kids' school calendar. In my budget planner, I use these to keep track of when like certain quarterly and semi-annual bills are due. There's like a little, I don't know, people call this a goals page. You can really use it for whatever you would like. It's easy to break down into months because there are 12 of them, but you can really use them for whatever you want. And then there's a notes page before the monthly layout, along with this like, I think they call it a productivity spread, but basically you get like a blank dashboard type page, a space for birthdays, monthly goals, and then some flex spaces for other things that you want to keep track of for the month. And then you have your monthly layout, of course, with the notes sidebar, and then horizontal weeks. And the other cool thing is you get full days for Saturday and Sunday. So Monday through Sunday, all horizontal. Of course, it tells you, you can tell the change in month because the color changes. This is December into January. And then there's a little monthly calendar at the bottom and then a notes section. So the thing I really, really love about EC planners that I have always loved is that they have room for notes on every single weekly layout. I love having that. So you can put a to-do list there. You can just write notes for the week, reminders, goals, anything you want. And there's a lot of like, I love watching people get creative with kind of the white space up here. You can of course decorate it or leave it blank, but I like putting like, I don't know, I like using that space. Same with like the spaces in between each day. Anyway, so you have the weeks all in a row, and then it takes you up to the next month, which is another blank notes page, and then another like productivity kind of dashboard page, and then you go right into February, and it kind of continues like that throughout the end of the year. I won't take you through every single month. Of course, they're all different. They reflect the same colors in the regular coil bound life planner. And then in the very back, you get a handful of notes pages. Not a ton of notes pages, otherwise it would probably be too thick, but you get, let's see, how many do you get? You get 1, 2, 3, 4. You get 4 notes pages. And then you get a 2021 calendar. So if you have weddings or family reunions or whatever coming up, you can kind of plan ahead a little bit. And then is that it? I think that's it. Paper is thick. I think this feels like, oh, this one's just a hair thicker. Paper feels good. It is nice and thick. I don't know if it's exactly the same weight as the Life Planner, but it feels nice and thick. So this is the smaller version. It's 5.8 by 8.3. Like I said, a little bit bigger than the smaller ones have been in the past, which is kind of cool. So it's like in between the previous smaller one and the big one. So this is the Softbound smaller horizontal life planner. And then this one is the bigger one. And I'm so excited that there's finally an hourly in this. And I actually really, really love this one. So this one's nice and big, even bigger than a life planner. It has, it's gonna have all of, I'll move this out of the way. It's gonna have all of the same sections as the other one. So it'll have, you know, your year at a glance. Like I said, this is where I like to put stuff for my kids in my regular life planner. I'll show you how I use this one. So this is my life planner. This is how I keep track of my kids' days off of school. I can link these dots too. I get mine from Chrissy Ann Designs, and I customize the colors. And so I get like a lot of the pink ones because I use that for no school and so on. So this is how I keep track of my kids' school days. But if you don't want to keep track of school days, or you don't have a school calendar to keep track of, whether it's yours or a kiddo's, I also, if I was working full-time in an office or somewhere where someone was tracking my time, I would 100% be using this for like vacation days, sick days, paid time off, etc. So this is such a useful spread for me, no matter what stage of life I've been in. Isn't this a pretty cover? This is from an old surprise box. Anyway, I love this spread and I really love using it. In my budget book, I use this to keep track of, like I said, due dates for like other bills. So I think this is a very under talked about spread, and I really love it. So I would like to talk about this one. And then of course you have these 12 boxes again. One notes page. I also really love that this lays flat. Like I didn't even push this down and it lays flat. So if you're a lefty, if you're a righty, you don't have to worry about a coil getting in the way. The downside, of course, is that you can't coil things in, but most people don't. I don't know, you can use a coil clip in the big ones, but you can also use washi tape and tape something in if you really want to add something here, or you can add one of the sticky pockets in the front and the back and tuck things into those. They have those as well. So a lot of ways to make it, to like tweak it and make it work for you if you want to make it work for you. So this is the monthly layout, of course, with a note section, and then it goes right into the week. And again, this is the hourly format. It goes from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. And there's quite a bit of space at the bottom to use for meal planning or notes or exercise or something you're grateful for, or I don't know, so many other things, priorities, things, your top 3 things that you need to get done for the day. Really, I like that they don't label it, so it doesn't tell you how you have to use it, but it is there to use if you want to. And then of course you have a little calendar in the lower left side. And so this is just the weekly layout. And then of course, you know, you get to the last week of the month, you get a fresh notes page before the next productivity spread. I don't really know if that's what it's called. That's what I call it. So you have this like dashboard looking page, birthdays, monthly goals, an extra box, some dot grid space, and then into the month. And then I'm guessing same amount of notes pages, the smaller one. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 full notes pages, and then kind of a peek into 2021. And then that's it. So this is the Softbound, and this is a really pretty rose gold. So if you want to see what other like colors and layouts and stuff I have the link in the description of the video, but I just wanted to show you guys a really quick flip through both of these and just kind of show you how they compare to each other, and then of course how they compare to the Life Planner. So like I have the hourly, this is I'll show you a blank spread, and now this is the neutral layout, so it's going to look slightly different, but this is how it compares. So it is bigger. This one is bigger than the standard Life Planner page. Not by much. It's not much bigger. I mean, it definitely gives you a little more planning real estate, but it's still a really nice size. So this is the standard coiled Life Planner weekly layout of the hourly, and then this one is the Softbound. So I'd love to know what you guys think. These I think would make, I don't know why I feel like bound planners make really good planners for work. I don't know. I really like both. I stick with the coil because I like adding things and taking things out of mine a little bit, even though I know a lot of people don't really do that anymore, and I really love switching the covers out. But this is so great if you want really kind of I don't want to call it lower maintenance, because this is low maintenance. You don't have to change anything with this if you don't want to. But this is kind of all in one, so it's great. There are no stickers in the back, so if you want stickers, You will need to order separate stickers from your favorite sticker place. Of course, EC has a ton. There are a lot of sticker makers that have them. And like I said, I'll link the adhesive pocket that you can stick to the inside of this back cover to give you some pocket space in the front and in the back, so you're not going without the things you want. And then there is no bookmark to snap in because obviously there's a little ribbon that you can use to kind of keep your place. So that is the Softbound. Like I said, I'd love to know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.